Hungarian comedian and former lawyer András Péter Kovács welcomes the author George Pintz. The president of the Hungarian Patent Office, Mr. Miklós Bencsel, other distinguished high public officers, law professors, and all the guests of the Hungarian press introduction of the book, The Mark of Success.
I've happened to come across Nike sweatshirts on the Chinese market, the #1 hotbed of counterfeit trademarks, where you can buy Adidas and Reebok shoes too. For the first time in my life, I saw a sign in a Chinese market saying "Original sweatsuit $10, more original $15. At least they gave us a choice. I've been to Beijing a while back, and it's really impossible to tell original products from those made by the same factory crew on the very same production line out of hours for their own good and benefit. Anyway, this lot is not gonna be suitable for being aired on TV, as all the brand names I say will be beeped out. If I say Converse, our national station Tuna TV will go like, "I bought some shoes, comedian." That's just another occupational hazard of comedians talking about trademarks, I guess. Anyway, as I said, I bought some Converse jump shoes, and I know they are fake, because the label in my other original shoes say "Made in Vietnam", but the label in the new ones say "Made in USA". That's a sure sign of counterfeits.
Then the author shortly introduced his book. It is far easier to remember a funny story than pure legal regulations. For this reason, the book approaches EU trademark law on different levels. Joe Loser, the protagonist of the stories, makes every mistake possible to ordinary entrepreneurs when choosing his brand names. Loser even makes his way to the European Court of Justice and comments on the case law of the court from his specific point of view. The book thoroughly covers the depth of the EU case law, as well while offering amusing short stories as examples. Readers may learn, for example, if one may use Peugeot logo on common street bins. The Hungarian edition also covers the provisions of Hungarian trademark law. The Master of Ceremony then gives the floor to the President of the Hungarian Patent Office, who warmly appreciated the legal precision of the book and the rather humorous way of presentation. He welcomed the success of this revolutionary attempt to make readers more comfortable with legal books by writing the text in stand-up comedy style. Law professor Mr. Tatai also spoke highly of the book during the press introduction, and the show delivered by attorney and performer Mr. Farkas offered excellent entertainment for the audience. Further details of the book are available at the Trademark EU website.
My first car was a Fiat, a tiny, ratty little thing. Once I was shopping for groceries and pushed my shopping cart back to the car, I was just about done packing all the stuff I'd bought to the back seat because the trunk was too small, when a stinky, dirty, unshaven character walked up to me and asked me, "Hey, dude, would you mind giving me your car?" I said, "Sorry man, its papers are okay for another 6 months." And it appeared lately that he meant the cart. And anyway, whenever you go into a grocery store, it's full of brands. They even appear many times on shopping lists. This is how my wife writes the shopping lists. Totally random and short of any concept. She doesn't just think about sections in the shop one after another like household cleaners, dairy products, meats, fruit juice, and so on, but goes berserk and just writes salt beef, mustard, because they go well together, some eggs for breakfast, and so forth. And there I am, walking miles and miles up and down for sausage, mustard, eggs. That's how we try to find our way through forests of trademarks. Or should I say just IKEA or McDonald's? This book is full of success stories. You may read the history, size and other particulars of IKEA. You may learn what makes McDonald's great or what franchises are. The way I see it, a franchise is a system where you consent to the use of your trademark by others for a financial consideration, so that both others and I can make some money out of it. Well, a friend of mine uses a slightly different, or advanced, may I say, interpretation of the concept. Wherever he walks into a McDonald's restaurant in the country, he walks up to the counter, slams on the desk and asks for his usual meal. The poor kid on the other side of the desk gets totally confused, not knowing what the usual meal might be. Seeing the sales guy so confused, my friend just goes like, "You don't know? Well, you must be a new kid around here."